of the king, you are now leaving the blessed and implementing the curse. God didn't curse them, they cursed themselves. Come on, read. See, that's why people blame God for a lot of stuff that he's not responsible for. And the devil will be behind a lot of stuff trying to blame God, because now you say, how can a loving God allow me to lose a loved one, that their life was robbed and they young and all of this? And see, when you don't understand what the word says, then now the devil can easily deceive you and blame it on God. Okay? But was God responsible for the decision that they made outside of acknowledging him and trusting him to shorten their life? No. See, we don't see all of that. We just quick to blame God for everything because that's the easy way out. Okay, what are you saying? It's just like people. And Adam did it right in there. God, that woman you gave. It's just like some people. They won't take the blame for nothing. They'll blame the person beside them, or the person living with them, or the person down the street. And they won't take responsibility nor accountability for what they are responsible. Are y'all still here? Are y'all still here? Amen. But even with that, God is still a merciful God. Amen. God is still a forgiving and gracious God. God is still a benevolent king. He's a loving king. Amen. Because listen, that didn't catch God by surprise. God already knew. God said, well, this is what I need to do. He said, I need to put them out of the garden, because if they mess around and eat from the tree, it was another tree in there too. There was some more trees. What was it? If they eat from the tree of life, they'll live in that state forever. So God had to put the angels there with flaming swords to watch the way. That's why Mother Haggai, Jesus said in John chapter 14 and verse 6, he said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Come on, are y'all connecting the dots and crossing the T's? So that's why God had to listen. He had to protect the way. Because if they had messed around and ate from that tree too, they would have been in that state, and they would cause humanity, mankind that came after them to be in that state forever. And God said, I must protect humanity that's going to come after them through their loins, even though they had fallen. Amen? God just ushered them out of the garden. He said he ushered them, and guess what? Rouse and ready. Now he said, serpent, because you had done what you done, you're going to eat dirt for the rest of your life. You're going to eat dirt. On your belly shall you go. And woman, because of what you done, that was outside of my instructions. Okay, let me insert this right here. What was the next thing that he said last week? The last thing that the Lord shared with us. The instructions you follow determines the future who created. Not God. That you and I created. So this is what happened to Adam, Eve, and the serpent. And woman, because of what you done, he said, now through your conception, you won't what? Women, y'all need to blame the woman. But listen, the last Adam had come, you can get out of there. And Adam, because you hearken to the voice of your wife, he said, from the sweat of your brow, you're going to labor and toil the ground. He said, listen, he said the ground is going to fight you because we're not hearkening to the voice of the Lord? Lord have mercy. He said, thorns and bristles. Read that part again, Robinson.
Thorns also and thistles shall it bring forth to thee, and thou shalt eat the herb of the field. In the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread, till thou return into the ground, for out of it was thou taken, for dust thou art, and unto dust shalt thou return.
See, when a king decree or make a declaration, it automatically becomes law. Just like we see some of the officials here represent in our local areas, and they make laws. And whether we are voting for them or not, or like them or not, we are influenced by them. Okay? So at first, back in verse 26 through 28, God, listen, the king declared a blessing upon them because they didn't follow his instructions. They themselves caused this curse to be implemented. And now the king has to say something else that he really didn't want to say about them, but they had left their place and position of authority to rule and reign and committed high treason and gave it to Satan and his kingdom. So God said, okay, now there's a penalty for you disobeying me. And now the earth is going to fight you, man. Adam, the earth, the ground is going to fight you. At first, he didn't have to worry about it. The earth was working for him. All he had to do was just manage it. Are y'all still here? Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Somebody has something to say. Go ahead. Who want to say it? Who want to say it? Living on
top of the world, they didn't have to worry about a thing. Everything was there.
All they had to do was just be stewards of it. God had done everything. Listen. And on the seventh day, it said God rested. Not because he was tired, but because he was finished doing everything. And didn't have to do anything but just manage it. Listen, okay, let me make it practical for y'all. Had someone done everything that needs to be done in an area that they just told you, say, all I need you to do is watch over it. And they come back later on, you sleep. I just need you to watch. You don't have to touch it. You don't have to do anything. All I need you to do is just watch it. And don't let such and such get in it. Don't let it get in it. And you sleep. And all of a sudden, something came in and got in it. That's all happened. God had done everything. And God said, I'm resting. And all I need y'all to do is rest in what I have finished. And just be a steward over it, manage it, control it. That's all I need you to do. That's all I need you to do. If you can just do that, everything will be fine. And what happened? Here comes the old serpent. But he wasn't crawling. He wasn't swiveling on his belly then. He was walking.